I've pretty much earned the title Crazy Lamp Lady because I'm just nuts about lamps. Alright, so I had planned on going to a thrift store today and doing some picking, but I was driving by one of my permissions and it's all neatly mowed and everything's trimmed back. So I thought, you know what? Let's go digging. I'm not really dressed for it, so don't judge me. I planned on going to shops today, not to dig in the ground, but it must be done. So let's see what we can find. Alright, so I may have totally underestimated how cold it was going to be. My first hit is a freaking bottle cap. Let's go a little bit longer and then we'll go to the thrift shop. I've made that decision. It's unanimous. My second hit is another bottle cap. Bummer. Let's keep going. My fingers are numb. Looks like it's part of an 18-wheeler. Okay, not what I was hoping to find. So scratch that, let's go thrifting. Alright, so detecting was a bust, but I finally had the feeling back in my fingers, so we're gonna head into this antique shop and see if we can't find any goodies that we can resell for a profit, because I just had to get a ton of repairs done on my car, and I had to drop all the prices of my lamps, and it almost made me cry. No, not really, I didn't cry about it, but I was really disappointed that I had to drop all my prices. But you know, car repairs. So let's head in here, see if we can't make a little bit of money. And all right, let's do this. All right, one thing I always look for when I'm thrifting, get that light out of my face, are old stockings. Some of the old needlepoint stockings can be worth hundreds of dollars. Even the kits before, like, you know, prior to them being made, the kits sell for a lot of money because people like those old crafty things. So worth checking out. Alright, so one of my favorite places to look when I'm at these antique shops are under the tables, because that's where they like stick stuff that they don't think really has any value. And I just spotted this. I don't even know if you can see it, it's so dark down there. That gooseneck lamp back there. It's a desk lamp. And gooseneck means like it's a flexible neck, which is pretty cool. I also noticed, oh my gosh, I'm like tripping over stuff. These are my favorite booths. This lamp over here. Oh my gosh, you guys are like, you have enough lamps. Why are you still buying? You know, well, whatever. I love this lamp. It has like lions on it. It needs rewired, like clearly. Some felt on the bottom. Nice rewiring, and it'll be good to go. There's really no other physical damage on it, and that finial, oh my god. So I'm gonna think about this one. I'm gonna leave it here and walk around a little bit more. If I don't find anything else, I will probably be back for it. So we're gonna keep going a little bit. Oh, and I got a sweater because I was feeling a little chilly, so. All right, so I just got done saying that. And check out under this table at this awesome 1920s lamp. This is a ceiling lamp right here, 1920s. You want $45 for it. If it's not cracked, it can be worth about $100. So I'm gonna pull that out. I love looking under tables. It's so much fun. Okay. So yeah, let's pull it out and see what it looks like. Alright, so I got the lamp out here without dropping it. Let's see if I can do this. It's 20% off. I'm going to show you the bottom of the lamp. See how gorgeous that is? You really want $45 for it. It probably needs rewired. I'd probably sell it as is. But I'm definitely going to pull the trigger on that one. We're going to do that. We're going to get this one. And we're going to keep going. Alright, so I crawled under the table to get this lamp. And it's really annoying because it strikes me as a fairy's lamp, which is like one of the top mid-century modern desk lamp makers. And their lamps are worth a ton of money, but they don't mark them. They mark them with like labels. And the labels fall off. And I'm not familiar with the gooseneck style of their company's lamps. So I'm torn about this one, and I think I'm just gonna leave it here and let it go, which sucks because if it is a fairies, it's worth like 200 bucks. Decisions. They want 35, 20% off, so it's 29 bucks, and I had to rewire it. I don't know. We're gonna think about that one too. So we have a chandelier so far, and we're gonna keep going without knocking anything over as we exit the booth. Oh, I will show you some more cool stuff in this booth though that I don't really buy military stuff. But check out this up here. That's the trench art. Really cool trench art. So that's neat. All right, I just came across this lamp right here. They want 40 bucks for it. It's 20% off. So that brings it down to $32. And it's lucite and chrome and very space age atomic mid-century-ish. So it has a few condition issues on the back, but the front looks fabulous. So we're gonna do it. For $32, you cannot beat that. All right. See how much I can sell that sucker for. All right, when I was doing estate cleanouts when I owned my estate sale business, I got an entire set of the Zane Grey novels. So I know about Zane Grey and his books. When you're looking here at Grosset Dunlap, the books were actually originally published by Harper Brothers. So none of the Grosset Dunlap books, I wouldn't say none of them, but most of them aren't worth a whole lot unless they're Harper Brothers. Now, Nancy Drew and Hardy Boys, I believe they were originally published, first editions by Grosset Dunlap. You could tell me I'm wrong, but I don't know. And those books are actually worth money if you have an entire set. They go for a couple $100s. So Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew, you want to get yourself a set of those books. All right, I just found my find of the day. If you're familiar with my videos and you watched a couple videos back, I went around this entire antique shop and I ended up leaving with 2 French floral lamps. They had like little dainty flowers on them. All right, so I just walked around this entire antique shop and I think I finally found what I'm gonna buy. These are little French lamps with porcelain flowers. They're brass. The porcelain flowers seem to be in pretty good shape. They're not terribly chipped, which is rare. And look at the bottom. This really cool glass. So these are coming with me. 45 bucks for the pair. Not too shabby. I ended up selling them. There was damage to them that I didn't know. They still sold for 65 bucks. Look what I just found. Check out the finial. Alright, so there's a difference between French flowers and Italian flowers. I'm trying to look for an example because usually they're crawling all over the place. Capodimonte is the Italian version, and it's usually made of porcelain, and they're like big, huge flowers with not very much detail. The French version, however, let's see if I can get this out here without breaking anything, are these dainty little flowers, and now there is damage to her hand, which kind of sucks. But that's really the only damage I'm seeing. So for $68, 20% off. Oh yeah. And I can't get over that finial. I love that finial. Alright. So, no, just joking. I didn't actually break it. Wouldn't that be funny though if I dropped it? Not really. Alright, gonna look a little bit more. And then I got a party to go to. So I got dirt on my knees still, but I think everyone comes to expect Jocelyn to have dirt on her knees. So, you know, whatever. Let's continue. Alright, so on occasion when I'm out and I spot something that I don't know anything about, I usually look it up right then and there and make my purchase decision. I just made a purchase decision. That lamp right there, that really ugly one with that statue in the middle. hideous lamp, right? I just Googled it and it's sold. I don't look at like asking prices, I look at sold prices. It sells between $200 and $300 and they're asking $45 for it. So I'm gonna grab that one too. We're just like filling up on lamps today. Today is a good lamp day. I think I've pretty much earned the title Crazy Lamp Lady because I'm just nuts about lamps. So we're getting that lamp, 45 bucks, 10% off, $4 off. That's all right. Let's get it. All right, so here's a great example of Capodimonte. Big roses, and the way that Capodimonte came about is actually pretty cool. One of the monarchs was allergic to flowers, so he commissioned all the porcelain makers to make porcelain flowers so that he could still enjoy the beauty of the flowers without having to deal with his allergies. So to this day they still do it. All right, I'm in a very cluttered booth. There's lots of hardware and fixtures and goodies. And I'm scanning. First of all, I spotted this. This is Fenton hobnail. Even though it doesn't say Fenton, they nailed the price on that one. But I was looking down and I spotted these handles that are, I'm pretty sure these are bakelite. I'm gonna sniff them. Oh yeah. That is the smell of bakelite. You guys know I'm nuts, right? Okay. All my new subscribers are like, why is she sniffing those? The reason I'm sniffing those is because if you rub them really hard, the friction makes them smell like ammonia. That's how you can tell bakelite from regular plastic. Unfortunately, there's 3 big ones and 1 little one, which doesn't really help me. And there's no prices. So I'm gonna scrounge around a little bit more, see if I can find the others, if there are others, and find a price.